90% learners fail parallel parking because no one explains it like this. Save this video before your test, it can save your pass. Do you notice the gap between these two cars? This space is good enough for practice. And yes, I'm going to parallel park right here. Let me pull up alongside this car first. I'm keeping my car parallel and reasonably close, about an arm's length away. Not too close, not too far. If you're too far, your angle will be wrong. If you're too close, you risk hitting the car. Let me do 6-point check before moving off. Right blind spot, right mirror, center mirror, front, left mirror, left blind spot. Now I select reverse gear. I turn the steering wheel full lock towards the curb, and I move back slowly, very slowly. Slow speed gives you control. There is no rush in the driving test. I keep checking all around as I reverse. Now I watch the curb in my mirror. When the back wheel is close to the curb, about this much, I turn the steering wheel full lock away from the curb, and continue reversing slowly until the car is straight. You can have a look at the ParkPilot here. This shows how far I am from the car behind. Remember, sensors are only an extra help. I still rely on mirrors and observations. If you're unsure, stop. Check again. There's no penalty for being careful. As long as you're safe and in control, the examiner is happy. I straighten the steering wheel and use the handbrake to prevent the car from rolling and put neutral gear. If parallel parking worried you before, practice this step-by-step method and you will get it right. When the examiner tells you to move off when it is safe to do so, don't forget your 6-point check. Mirrors, blind spots, all around. Only when everything is safe, I move off smoothly. Moving off without proper observations can be a serious fault. Now let's see parallel parking from the other direction. This time, we'll be parking on the right-hand side of the road. The process is exactly the same. The only difference is the steering direction, everything else stays identical. I'm going to do a 3-point turn at this junction. It's less busy here, and it's much safer. Turning in the middle of the road would be difficult because there are parked cars on both sides. Choosing a safer place shows good judgment. Examiners like that. The car in front is waiting for me to complete the maneuver and pass. Because, as I mentioned earlier, there are parked cars on both sides of the road. I acknowledge the situation, stay calm, and complete the maneuver safely and pass. Now I align my car parallel to the parked car. I keep a safe, even gap and make sure the wheels are straight. Once I'm parallel and clear, I can move on safely. I'll let the car on the main road pass first, check 6 points, and select reverse gear. Then, when the road is clear and it's safe, I start reversing. I move back slowly, checking both mirrors. I turn the steering wheel full lock towards the curb, and keep full control of the car. Now watch this carefully, this is the key reference point. The car behind is fully visible in my left mirror, and the curb is clearly visible in my right mirror. This is the moment I turn the steering wheel full lock away from the curb. The best way to know you're in the correct position is this. My car's left rear is level with the front left of the car behind. This tells me I'm perfectly positioned. Also, I can see my back tire in the right mirror. It's close to the curb and parallel to it. This confirms the car is positioned correctly and safely. From here, I adjust the front tire, straighten the wheels and secure the car. On the screen now, you can see my roundabout driving lesson and also common driving fails that cause people to fail the UK driving test. Watch those next. They'll help you avoid serious mistakes.